Technical difficulties, technical difficulties. All kinds of pickle problems. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Off to a firing good start.
Yeah, this app's been running really crappy.
I know. It took me forever to get the graphic on my background.
Leave it to the great America to ruin things. They keep changing everything too. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, where is my backdrop?
How's
Okay,
it going,
third
Dad?
time's the charm.
What's up?
What is up, young buck?
How are you guys?
Hanging
Hey,
in
we're
there.
good, man.
I can complain, but it won't help.
That's true.
I was gonna say, and with you being, quasi local, it only made sense for me to host again.
True.
Oh. So are you still bowling for McKendree or are you done?
No, not at the moment. I'm currently taking a break from school and all that fun jazz. Because I'm getting married in August. So
Yeah,
Congratulations.
well,
thank you. But I plan on finishing up my bachelor's and all that other fun stuff, and maybe doing my master's somewhere where I can bowl as well or go bowl again. So
University of Central Missouri, go be a mule.
maybe.
So, what were you
That's where
studying?
I was.
Exercise science and sports performance, and then I plan on getting my master's in athletic training.
Awesome. Yeah,
There
me
you
and my
go.
wife are both sports majors.
Really
We,
down.
neither one of us do anything with it, but we're both sports majors.
I was to say my MBA's my MBA's a concentration in sports management. So
That's what I was originally going for, but me and math don't quite get along.
yeah, well, luckily math gets along with my wife, so I had help.
I'm about to say my mom's an eighth grade math teacher. I don't know how I didn't get that gene, but hey.
Well, that's just like my 15-year-old son. He's taking honors and college coursework going as a junior next year, and I'm like, I am glad you got your mom's brain.
Yeah, we have me that's a BC student, and then my brother's straight A's. I'm like, okay.
It
I got more
happens.
of the
Yeah,
athletic gene though.
I thought about going in and getting another degree just to be a lifetime student because they can't collect my student loan debt if I'm dead.
That's fair.
And I was gonna go back and get a bachelor's degree in kinesiology.
Ah, yeah, I'll get a little of that with the AT stuff. So
A party pony. They got all kinds of new gifts in here, don't they?
what in the
Yeah, I
world?
don't know.
Thank you, Ryan. You're the best, buddy. So, where did you say you were from before you were at McKendree? Like, you didn't
Oh,
grow
from
up out there, did
the
you?
no, from the Alton Godfrey area out here in Southern Illinois. About 45 minutes
Well,
outside St. Louis.
gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, you're a local kid.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Spare.
I
You're
would
the
say
man, bro.
I'm 45 minutes to an hour west of St. Louis, out in the
Okay.
middle of the sticks in Missouri.
Southern Illinois. So, but I know Ryan would appreciate this. I am not a Cardinals fan.
Well,
So,
everybody's got a flaw.
right.
Hey, don't worry. I'm not a Cardinals fan either.
I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. So
I'm not them
I'll
either.
forgive you for that.
Yeah.
I'm like collectively both your guys' enemy. I'm a Reds fan.
oh, you poor thing.
I don't know, man. Cincinnati's got some of the greatest players in baseball. I hate to tell you.
Reds in the tribe, man, all day.
90%
I'm
of
sorry
your
for what
best
we
players,
did to you in 2016.
Yeah, it's all right.
90% of your best players come out of the farm leagues, belong to the Reds.
I just don't think it's a coincidence that the world went to hell after 2016.
That's crazy.
The Cubs win the World Series and the world goes to hell.
Well, at least we won the last one. If that was the case.
Oh, so how long have you been bowling? I know you bowled collegiately, but when did you get your start?
Oh, so I've pretty much been bowling my whole life on and off. I didn't take it seriously till middle school though. I was mainly a baseball player growing up, and there's a thing called Kids Bowl Free. You may know about it, Steve.
Yep.
Um, my grandma used to babysit kids through the summer, and it was just something cheap and fun we can always go do. And I had my first knee injury 7th grade year, and mom took baseball away. So, and of course, it's my sliding knee, of course, as a righty.
Oh, of course.
So it's my left knee. And mom took that away. So then I took it more serious after that. And come 8th grade, I was beating varsity guys at high school. And they got a hold of IHSA and they're like, hey, can this kid come bowl for us? And IHSA was having none of it, of course,
Of
as an
course
8th
not.
grader. But then I started all 4 years on varsity, almost went to state junior year. Um, Unfortunately, had knee surgery in 22 um, on May 5th. And then 12 weeks post-op, I'm also a band nerd, by the way. Was on the field learning marching drill for marching band and bowled my senior year and then bowled collegiately. So it's always been around, but I didn't start taking it seriously till about middle school.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of a similar path, but I bowled and played baseball all the way up to the college level, and I basically had a choice to try to play college baseball or go bowl in college. And hindsight being 2020, I made the wrong decision and tried to continue my baseball career, which was absolutely pointless because I was playing with a torn labrum in my right shoulder. But you live and you learn.
Through that. Yeah, recovery was not fun, to say the least.
I don't think our age group learned. I think we just sucked it up and kept pushing through.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's how I ended up getting surgery.
That's how it happens to all of us.
Well, and that's how I ended up pitching for 2 years with a torn labrum. I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, I was a catcher, a first baseman, and an outfielder. So the catching is what did me in.
Oh, that would have been hard on the knees for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, catching's hard on
They call them the tools of ignorance for a reason.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
But as somebody who had a absolutely wicked spike 12-6 curveball that had a tendency to land right on the apex of home plate, I needed a good catcher out there.
Fair enough.
Like every time our travel team was scouting new catchers, they're like, Steve, just go spin curveballs in the dirt and see if he can block them. Okay.
Like curveballs in front of the plate. Let them have fun.
Mm-hmm. Because their philosophy was, if you couldn't catch him, you couldn't catch for us. So.
True.
But by the time I was done,
Dogs are in here.
all I had was a 70 poo fastball and my 12-6 curveball.
Yeah, that's not going to work too well.
No, not in college.
No. That's BP.
For a second.
So you've got what, a SPI jersey on right now?
I do. Pretty much all I throw is SPI, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll have to forgive you for that too, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I think the only non-SPI ball I have is an Evoke Hysteria. And I plan on replacing that with a Ion Max Pearl here soon.
I can see that. Typically, me and Big Ace and Pearls historically don't get along, so I don't think
Oh,
that would ever go into my bag. That's kind of why I didn't get a Judgment or a Dragon Pearl, just because I historically don't match up with them.
oh, I love ASIM Pearls. One of my favorite balls that got me through high school was a Astrophysics.
Okay.
As I just picked up the assassin.
Yeah, I love ASIM Pearls. And then another ball I just got is in the video. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but Phase AI to kind of replace that slot. I had a Phase 3 for years. Loved that ball, but time to retire that one.
I know a lot of people that absolutely love the Phase AI, and I know some people that absolutely hate it too.
Yeah.
So when there's mixed reviews on a ball, I tend to leave it alone because I don't want to be on the absolutely hate it side of things after spending $180 on a ball.
I was pleasantly surprised. Again, I saw those mixed reviews on it. They're like, it hooks too early, it does this, it does that. And mine's not doing that so far. I don't know if it's layout wise or I'm just throwing it on the right stuff, but
honestly, the only phase that I really loved was the original Phase 2. That I love that ball when I threw it.
that was like one of the first balls I got whenever I went to college, and mine finally died out, so I gave it to a buddy of mine, and I'm replacing that. I have a Bionic on order.
That's going to be a good ball.
And that's the reason why I bought it is because I have an Ion Max and an Ion Pro. 3-ball
And it's going to
bag for league.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fit right in between them.
Yep. My problem is, though, I can't throw my Ion Max that much because my rev rate's so high.
You just got to get on a heavier pattern. That way it can absorb some of the oil.
Yeah, the problem, though, is I'm stuck throwing on majority house shots. But
yeah, that sure do kind of suck.
whenever I threw it on sport, though, at college, it worked well.
Oh, of course.
And one of the first times whenever I came back home, one of the first patterns I threw on was Shark. That ball looked amazing.
That makes sense because Shark's a little heavier on the heavier side, so that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're going to go down to the Greater Ozarks, but that Ion Max would probably look really good on the team's pattern because it's almost 32 mils of oil. So it is going to be a slick, heavy bitch.
Yeah, one of the last times I threw at McHenry, which is St. Clair Bowl,
right.
I threw on one of the Team USA trials patterns. I don't remember which day it was. I want to say it was like 2 or 3. But Gold IQ Tour, that ball's goated.
If anybody's got one that's not punched, it's worth a small fortune.
Ain't that the truth? I say any IQ Tour is really good. I have a 300 with a OG IQ.
I was gonna say one of our buddies just got his hands on an old OG IQ.
I'm about to say the first one I had was a 2012 IQ, and I just got rid of that ball because it finally started to die out on me. I need to get a new one eventually.
When it starts,
I'll say the two goated IQ tours is the gold and then the emerald, because the emerald's getting up there in price just like the gold did.
I don't know. I preferred the ruby over the emerald.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, your rev rate, that kind of makes sense. Most people said the ruby tended to skid too far. It was a little too allergic to oil.
That's when I just hit it. Like majority of my pearls or whatever, I hit with like a either a 2000 and a 3000, or just hit it with a straight 3000 pad. Knock some of that shine off
Yeah.
because it's too skid flip out of the box for me.
Yeah, and if it gets into the puddle, it just skids. It never flips.
Hmm. That's what I did with that AI. I finally hit it with a 3000 pad, and I still 9-pin with it.
I 9-pinned twice this week as a left-hander. Bad
What?
carry. Oh yeah, two dead stone 9-pins on perfect shots. One on Wednesday and one on Friday.
Jeez.
I got one for you guys last Monday. A guy on my team, no joke, 3 lilies, 1 in each game. And not only that, but he had other multiple splits. And I mean, splits that I've never even seen before. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how you left that.
That's crazy.
I was like, dude, I don't know if you're just the only one that's getting a bad rack right now, but man, it was diabolical, absolutely diabolical.
Of a $25,000 league, no.
No.
I've had it done on a smaller payout league. Like the entire league voted and said this house shot sucks. Let's switch to a different one. And we went from Bolero's typical house shot to Wall Street 2.0.
That's a fun pattern.
Typically, they don't change our oil patterns unless it's before either before a league starts or if it's in between. Like if it's a split league, then they might. But it'll be discussion. It'll be voted on.
I'm gonna say I think the only time that we had any oil controversies, it was whenever we controversial. I don't know. English is hard for me today. Um, was whenever we just got brand new synthetics in, and everything was booming like crazy. So they're like, "Hey, can we throw some more oil on this?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they
So,
ended up putting
Adam,
like 2 more mils on it.
question: are you getting a lot of high scores? Because if I do know some leagues will do this when there's a lot of 300s popping off.
Yeah.
They will change the oil to see if people are cheating. And with it being a high dollar prize, they could be
Prize
doing
pot.
that. Yeah, they could be trying to see if people are cheating.
I've seen it go the other way as well. People complain that they're not scoring at all, and they're watching their average drop, and they're like, "This is I'm not going to bowl here anymore if my bowling average is going to be like this." And then I get into higher edge tournaments, and then it's scratch tournaments. I'm like, it doesn't really matter if it's scratch tournament, so I don't know what the complaint is, but
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a handicap tournament, you're getting more pins than you know what I mean. So, but they'll still do it.
Well,
That's just bowler paranoia.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, Revs.
I was
Maybe
going to say
that could be
But it's probably the older bowlers wanting less oil so that way their ball hooks more. And then the younger guys are like, "Yo, why is my ball hooking so much?"
Right.
right. My ball's
That was
looking
my
at the foul
problem.
line. What'd you do?
69-year-old popped off for 670. Good lord.
Jesus. Now I have
Now,
had them switch the oil and not the pattern,
Yeah.
because surprise, surprise to everybody, everybody at the USBC Nationals last year guinea pigged a new oil that
Yeah.
USBC was testing, and they tested it at Nationals.
I was gonna say that could be another factor too. They're using thinner oil than what originally started with.
Yeah, those lanes actually came down here to South Florida, in Strikers, not too far from me. They do a lot of tournaments, and after they installed the lanes, they held free bowling sessions so they could work on the oil patterns because they were having so many complaints about it. So it took them a while to figure it out.
Adam, are your lanes synthetic? I'm assuming they are, but as are most houses at this point. But
Yeah,
and if they are, how old are they?
yeah,
Because I
synthetic.
heard rumors at my house or at my home house that they're getting ready to start fiddling with oil patterns. Because we're averaging like 2 or 3 300s a week, 4 to 6.
Good
Yeah,
God.
they're probably experimenting with the patterns to make them a little bit harder. Turns out they made it easier.
I was to say that them newer synthetics, they got all that built-in friction, so they got to find a way to fight it.
Yeah, my league house. I mean, you're only looking at maybe 1 to 2 300s a month, if that, and that's with 5 nights of leagues.
I'm gonna say I just subbed in league this past week, and I go $1.74 game one. I was throwing the Ion Pro. I ball change into my Summit Ascent. That ball's still going to the beak. So I'm like, I'm
The
just gonna move left of everything, get into the AI, and next game I go back 8 for 235, front 8 for I think I shot like 260 something. I missed a 10 pin. I was not happy about that, but
Could they be switching at Adam to help you guys prepare for state though?
that could be too.
It's so hard to tell because they're not really there to see what's going on. I mean,
Well, yeah, and you can't exactly see the oil anyway, so it's everybody's just unless you're the lane guy, the lane machine guy. It's an educated guess.
right.
we're talking about all this oil pattern, and there was a high school match I bowled, and it was at an old college campus, and we get going, and my ball skates 60 feet. I'm like, what the heck? I get a hold of the lane guy, and he goes, yeah, the lane machine broke, and it flipped the pattern backwards.
Oh,
Oh no!
Yeah.
So, so your lane mechanic isn't. If he's on your team, he's not telling you what they changed, or is he just saying it's a lot harder or a lot easier? I mean,
And
what's
if you have the
the
lane
reason?
mechanic on your team, you should have the blueprint right there.
yeah. I mean that
I mean,
should
now,
definitely help.
now,
Cheat
give and
code.
take. Not every mechanic's going to tell you because he doesn't want to be accused of giving his team a fair advantage.
Very true.
Oil in the middle. More hold.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's
exactly
getting
what I
blown up
thought when I
more.
read it. I was like, "Ooh, freehold."
I'll take that every
So,
day of the week.
to me, that would be more beneficial for two-hand bowlers.
That's more beneficial for your high rev, high ball speed guys.
Yeah,
Then go to if you're a
Yeah,
speed guy, go to a lower ball and up the friction.
I was
Or
to say, yeah, that's when you.
swing it like 13 to 10 or something. Keep it tight.
yeah.
Yeah, my first thought was ball down to something that's going to be clean through the fronts and just play it right on top of the friction so you avoid the puddle.
That's what I do. I was a mainly speed player through the first year of high school. I didn't have very many revs, or I didn't have revs at all. And I was an up 10 dumper, as we call it. So I just
Yeah.
move right and play straight up 10 or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Or play a hybrid up the shim.
That too.
I was to say you're going to be playing it straight up 10, straight up 12, anywhere between that 10 and 12, and just play dead straight angles and just let the ball do the work.
Depending on what you throw, I'd even get into like a decent bit of revs.
I would go to 2K probably.
Depends what ball are you throwing, or what do you mainly throw.
I was to say, because if you're throwing something that's got some teeth, 2K is going to hook at your feet and then hit the 7-pin.
Well, yeah, but I start with my pure envy with 2K. Typically.
But if you're into something like an IQ Ruby and you hit that with 2K, it's still going to be clean through the fronts, and then it's still going to be able to just do its natural motion. But if you
It'll
throw
blend it
something
out a
like
little
an
better.
Ion Max, and you drop it to 2K or 1500, that thing's going to hook at your feet, and you'll be lucky to hit a 10-pin.
I learned that the hard
Lucky to
way.
hit a 7-pin.
ENT, Helios, Phase 4, Deviate, Chill.
Oh God!
I'd go with
chill.
I saw the Helios and I'm like, ooh, you want to talk about controversy?
Yeah.
I would say, if I were you, I'd take that Helios, put it to like, hit it with a 2000 pad, and then put a 3000 over it.
Yep.
That's what I'd do. And I would start way left, like throw it straight up like 15, break it down a little bit, and then get into like your 10 to 13 or 10 to 12 range and just work that. That's what I do.
Yep. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Take the Helios to 2000 and then put a light 3 right on top of it.
And then that'll set up your phase 4 perfectly if everything goes south for later, like game 2.5, 3. If that Helios doesn't lane shine a little bit.
Oh, and Nathan, hell of a good job on your new logo, by the way. That thing looks sick.
Yeah. Agreed.
Agreed.
Modified, just play up 10. You'll be alright. Once the lanes open up, it should be high scoring.
Yeah. 2 or 3 average. Can I get my pro card at the end of the year? Yeah, that's what I do then.
Well, I will tell you that I did that, and I went out on the regional tour for 2 years and got my rear end handed to me for 2 years. It is a lot of learning. Just because you have a card does not mean you're a professional.
Yep. Facts. It will be humbling.
Well,
Yes,
didn't they just
it
like
is
the other day with this tournament that they're doing right now? They had like 6 games, 6 games, and 6 games. They ended up throwing 18 games one day, 18 games the next day, or something.
That's
like
light
that.
work.
Well, yeah, you're a college bowler. That's all you guys do.
You're not wrong. But majority of the time it's Baker, though, so it's a little different.
Right, yeah.
Still,
That definitely helps though, Baker style.
but it's strenuous.
Yeah. I threw 5 games today, and that's the most I've thrown in like 2 months, and I was sucking wind afterwards. I'm like, man, I'm out of shape.
Or were you doing it by yourself?
That's true. I was by myself.
Yeah, and honestly, like, and I say this all the time because people will start complaining, when they get into like a double league or a triple league, and then they're like, man, I can't keep up, and I'm like, dude, it's because your pace of play, you're so used to being on a 4 or 5 man team that you're getting so much rest between shots. When you jump into doubles, yeah, you're gonna feel that wind pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
I took 30 minutes. I got the new Apex Solid last week, and I'm like, as soon as I got it drilled, I went to the lane. Just give me 30 minutes. I threw 3 games in 30 minutes. Yeah, was I sweating bullets? Yeah.
Now, isn't St. Clair where they're doing that Baker's Marathon, like that 32 game Baker tournament?
I have no idea. I haven't been there in a while.
I was to say I saw it on Facebook and I was like, ooh, that would be a challenge. Find 5 guys and then roll a 32 game Baker tournament. And I know it's in
I
our area
bet if
somewhere.
you
I just can't remember where it's at.
I bet if you went to that, you'd probably see a couple McKendree guys, some Lindenwood guys, and maybe some Mobap guys.
Oh, without a doubt.
Easily. Two-handed beams. For what, that house shot you're talking about? For that league, Adam?
I mean, I'm biased. I'm going to tell you Craze Tour solid.
I don't know. I would say, as an SPI guy, that's mainly what I know. I would look at that new Bionic or like a Phase 2. It'll be super
On
early
that,
off the rip, but once you get a couple games on it and let it lane shine up, that ball's phenomenal.
and if you're going to go SPI, you can never go wrong with an IQ Tour solid.
True.
I'll be the second bias. I'd be Dragon solid, 100%.
See, I
have been
Totally
impressed with
agree.
some of the new swag stuff.
What's up, Rowan?
What's up, Rowan? Yeah, the new swag gear is absolutely fire.
Dude, it looks really good. I'm really surprised. I've seen a few
I'll
more
say
guys
I'm-
around here starting to throw it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
They're
I'll
putting
say
a lot of
Cope's in your area. I know he's a brand new swag staffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mr.
they're putting-
Fancy Pants.
they're putting a lot of they're putting a lot of time and energy into the gear for sure.
Yeah, so you're an SPI guy, Adam, like me. Yeah, then if you want to stay mainly in Rotogrip, even that Rockstar,
I mean, Ion Pro, solid. Is not a bad ball for high speed.
true. As an Ion Pro, just the regular one, lover, good ball. Equinox
I was gonna
solid
say-
too, underrated ball.
And if you need something to clear the fronts a little bit, Phase 2 Pearl.
That ball's wicked.
I mean, you even got the Vengeance that just came out. It's got a lot
Yeah,
of
that's a
potential.
hook monster, man.
Dude, I haven't seen anything continue through the deck like that one has in a while.
We
Like
had
I'm
a
gonna say
60-something-year-old
Charles
man-
Hutchinson. Charles Hutchinson made that ball look ridiculous.
We had a 60-plus-year-old man drop a 279 on us with a vengeance on Wednesday.
And nothing's wrong with
then
Ebonite.
And then he proceeded
Just
to go to
into-
the front four in game 3.
So click on my box. It'll pull up a little menu, and then it has like a little arrow that goes like this. You click on it, it'll pull up the follow chain or follow red button, and that's how you do it individually.
And if you're looking to follow us on YouTube or whatever, you can go into my profile. The link's in my bio.
I was to say,
Yeah,
I
if
believe the
anyone's-
link's still up in mine too.
If anybody's interested in Discord, I did put the link on my bio for it.
Wait, we have a Discord?
I was about to say the same thing.
I set it up last week.
That's-
It's ready.
That's
Just
that's news to me.
bro, you've been busy. Brian's been busy.
Yeah.
We haven't really been talking a whole lot.
We
Yeah,
haven't had
that's
we
very
haven't we haven't had a group meeting in a clip
Yeah.
probably since we ended Appreciation Month. Well, months.
Yeah, no
And
kidding.
I'm bored.
Um,
I ain't got nothing to do, so I had to have something to do.
and I actually did try something, and I think I'm probably going to do this moving forward. Just an FYI, I will stream my Tuesday night league here. My Wednesday night league sucks as far as their Wi-Fi and the service in there, so I just record that and chop it up and post it on videos as recaps. But I think I'm going to move my Friday night live stream to Facebook.
Yeah,
The
my league
books and
house.
face, but yes, yeah.
Like even if I try to get to my league and do a post before I walk in the door, it'll take almost 30 minutes and drain my battery just for me to get the post up.
Another thing you can do, Steve, is have Kalen as a backup device on your stream, and the where you claim your points. They now have a create a highlight. You can tell her to hit the record button at that time, and it can also give you highlights per that 20 seconds or whatever it is.
I was like, speak of the devil, she just joined. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to need to get like some sort of signal booster that actually works, because most of them are marketing crap that don't work. Mm-hmm. But if I can find one that actually works, I could actually probably wind up live streaming my my Wednesday night league. But the signal there stinks and their Wi-Fi stinks. And I even told them to give me the double secret good Wi-Fi, and they're like, no, that one stinks too.
Yeah, I did the same thing in my league house. I got the best of the Wi-Fi they got. It's still terrible.
Well, Yellow, if you get pulled over, let us know so we can start trolling the cop for you.
That's crazy.
Not gonna lie, I do it all the time.
Yeah, when I was streaming on Wednesdays, the video quality was just so bad and so grainy you couldn't even use it.
I was gonna say I think that's the one I went into, and it was choppy at times.
Yeah.
And my ADHD is just like, no, I can't. I gotta go.
You're like, I know that didn't happen that way.
Yeah, it's tough when you see somebody up in a lane and then it freezes. Then you see they left either a split, and you're like, I didn't even get to see what happened. Like, how'd you leave that?
Well, it may not be the Wi-Fi either. It could be TT, because it is struggling and glitching hard right now. They're still switching everything
Facebook
over.
kept telling me my connection was slow, and I'm like, I'm on the good Wi-Fi at the good house. It is not slow. Shut up.
Well, I mean, we both saw that Facebook had issues with the live with Kent this week. So
yes, it did.
I think Facebook's even running into some issues.
First it was TikTok and then Facebook. Instagram should be next.
Well, I mean,
Facebook
it is
and
the same
Insta
platform.
Facebook and Insta
That's
are
true.
the same platform. So
When one goes
all
down,
these
they both
social
go
media
down.
platforms are just trying to drive me back to Twitch.
Only bad thing about Twitch, it's not really friendly in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to build their IRL stuff, but nobody ever gets traction when they do IRL stuff.
I feel like it's more gamers than anything else.
Right.
I know some people are switching over to Epic, but to me that app is just prehistoric. To me, it just seems weird. It's kind of like this one, but you can't do multi-host. You can only do 2 people. It's different.
I called it the beta.
Yeah, it's definitely in. It's originally what TikTok was when they first started introducing lives.
Right.
See,
Compare the concept to the level.
I think the concept's going to be far and away better than the level.
Yeah, the level. I think what Storm did with the level was just kind of like, hey, here's our first attempt at it. It took the feedback from it because I would go watch Darren Tang's video on the concept. Um, he said that with the level, it just kind of like he had a couple good shots with it, and then it just kind of like leveled out.
Pun
No pun
Uh,
intended.
pun intended. Just kind of like died out quickly instead of continuing through the deck like they claimed it would. Um, and then the concept, it actually seems to be doing what they intended the level to do, from what I've seen.
and
I've seen a couple of
ironically,
guys throw it in league and all that, and it looks really good too.
I would say the level was the concept ball
for the
of what they.
concept.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like it was something they wanted to introduce to see if it would be actual functional, and it was okay, but I don't think it was exactly what they promised. And then they realized, okay, it doesn't really have exactly what we said it was going to be able to do.
And I
What's
think
the
that's
I'm gonna
similar to
say-
what.
concept.
I was saying clearly that concept is super versatile because I mean, there's a video out there from Belmo this past weekend of him wheeling it from fourth arrow.
Right.
You
Good
never
luck
saw
trying to
any
do that
guys
with the
doing that
level.
with the level. That ball would
Well,
burn
and I
up
think
and
that-
die.
I think the Hammer did the same thing with the new blue and the NU 2.0.
Hmm.
They tried to figure out the new blue was the starting point, and they're like, okay, this is what we're going to build off of, and then the NU 2.0 was the evolution to the blue.
Yeah, and I think that's also why you see so many balls getting discontinued so quickly. They're literally throwing stuff out to see what sticks to the wall, and then they're pulling it and then remarketing it or recovering it. They're doing more to try to make it work a little bit better.
What I think
That's
is
the other.
that's why Storm pushed the ban on urethane because
Yeah.
they knew they had the technology to replace it, just not on the urethane level.
Yeah. But that is one good thing about Swag is we have zero intention of discontinuing any ball anytime soon.
I'm sad because they discontinued the Zen 25, and I still have my OG Zen.
Dude, I loved the OG Zen back in the day. Honestly, I would have still been throwing it until it basically hit like a pillow, leaving 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin. Didn't matter what you did to it.
Yeah.
Just lost its pop through the pocket.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you
that
got a
ball
good point.
generated an entire catchphrase in bowling. Zen ball good.
Zen ball good.
Yep.
Oh, I missed by
What's
7
Swag's
boards.
urethane
Zen ball good.
equivalent?
We do not have a urethane equivalent. What we would recommend is taking something that is a strong, symmetrical, or a strong, solid ASIM and short pinning it to get a urethane-like motion.
Yeah. Although the new poly balls, man, those things are sharp.
Yes, I agree. So, what most people
Carl
have said to
Hutchinson
do
made
if
that
you're
ball
wanting,
good too.
if you're wanting a urethane-like look from Swag, you get an Apex Pearl and you put an 1.5 pin to PAP on it.
I have to say, Swag has the best looking spare ball on the market.
Yeah, that stained glass.
I'll be
That is
Getting mine.
beautiful.
about a week and a half.
Yeah, that ball is absolutely gorgeous.
Carl Hutchinson even made that ball look good.
I do.
Best ball on the market. Doesn't matter what oil pattern you throw it on.
Dude, I swear that guy could make like a rubber ball look good.
Yeah,
I'm sure he could.
Yeah, he's down here with me. We actually just started talking this week.
But I will say, do not put that idea in his head. Jolly Roger will kill him because Jolly would have to drill it. And it would stink up Jolly's pro shop.
Well, I mean, it would just help with his weirdos content.
Oh, Jollies, yeah.
I mean, that would be a video where he would literally be sitting there drilling that rubber ball and gagging the entire time.
Yeah. Get a fog machine.
And then to make matters worse, put a vinyl slug in it.
Oh.
That way, when the vinyl gets sweaty, it smells like a wet sock.
Oh, nice.
That's one of those Joe Post thumb slugs in it.
See you on the lane, weirdos.
Give it back.
Why?
I can see him doing that. He'd just turn around and be like, "All right, whoever gave Charles the idea to drill a rubber ball, you can go straight to hell. See you on the lane, weirdos."
My bad.
Ben came enemy number 1.
Right.
First time on the show already making enemies.
The most blocked person on TikTok.
Looks like I'm not going to Florida anytime soon.
Your NIL
Oh,
deal has been
goodness.
cut.
Yikes.
But yeah, and you want to talk about just a genuine, like, good, down to earth dude. If you ever have a chance to actually just sit and just like message with Hutch if he's got time, such the most genuine dude out there too. Like what you
He
see
seems like
on
a fun guy.
on his videos. There's no faking it there. That is that dude.
Yeah.
He seems like a fun dude.
Like there are some bowling personalities that you're like, I can almost guarantee you if I get it into a situation where I get to meet this guy off camera, he's going to be completely different. Hutch is not one of those guys.
One guy I can tell you was really nice is Belmo.
I've heard
For the
that.
most part,
He
they all
is-
are pretty nice.
He is one of the most down to earth, chill guys I've met,
I
at
don't
least in the
know.
bowling space.
I've
EJ's also
ran
pretty
into-
chill.
I would say, you want to talk about a guy that's got a temper? And I love the guy to death. Don't mean to say anything bad about him. And it's not bad. It's just he's very competitive, and if it's not going well, he gets very heated. AJ Johnson.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of your
Can
bigger
confirm.
guys, a lot of your bigger guys do.
I was bowling a regional up in Joliet, Illinois, and AJ was just having such a bad day. Like, he was half the house away from me, right? And it's towards the end of the block, and I just see this freaking ball lofted to like 35, 40 feet. And I look over, I'm like, who the hell was that? And AJ standing at the foul line.
Like,
Like,
dog,
well-
this ain't a pro-am.
I'm like, well, AJ's out.
And by the way, I saw that Buckeyes container. Go Buckeyes.
Yes, sir.
And another guy, and I'll tell you another guy that is a genuine good dude that you would not expect based on his social media profile. J.R. Raymond. J.R. is one of the nicest guys out there, but he is no bullshit. He will tell you it as it is, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
See, and I like people that do that.
And Kyle's my buddy. I love Kyle. I can't wait to bowl Kyle again. I had an absolute blast for 2 days hanging out with Kyle Troop. And then 6 months later, when I bowled with him at the Pro-Am, he actually genuinely remembered who I was. So that's another thing that sets Kyle apart.
I'm gonna say I did that Belmo experience. Oh, when was that? Like 23 or 24, whenever he was in Missouri. And he's pretty good. He's a lot shorter. The TV cameras make him look a lot taller than they really are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I was
the
caught
camera-
off guard.
And that's
I
another
was-
person I want to meet in person. just to see if they are as tall as they look, I want to meet Packy because that dude looks like a giant on camera.
Dude, he looks like he's 6'6" on camera.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the dude can't be that tall. I got to meet this guy in person.
Also, two other really cool guys is Brad and Kyle.
Oh, absolutely. I love Kyle. Me and Brad aren't as close as me and Kyle are, but every single time I see Kyle, I'll walk up, shake his hand, and go, "What's going on, champ?" Because up until recently, Kyle was the only one out of the duo that had a PBA title.
I want to say I ran into them a couple times whenever I went over to Lindenwood to bowl.
Yep.
And then AJ, met him a couple times whenever he's come down to McKendree.
I would say I've met EJ a couple of times because I was on CTD staff for a couple of years, so he was doing a lot of stuff with CTD for a little while. Got a chance to meet EJ. EJ's a blast. Like, I actually would much rather go play golf with EJ than bowl with EJ because EJ's got to be an absolute blast on the golf course.
I want to drill. Speaking of EJ, I want to drill a couple motive balls too, just because I'm curious.
I have never met Osku, but I've heard he's a nice guy. But he's Finnish, so he's a little hard to understand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he seems like he has like a dry sense of humor.
I've heard that. I've heard if you've got that sarcasm and that dry humor, he's absolutely hilarious. But
And he throws
he's
the ball
also a guy
sick
that
too.
can throw. I was gonna say he can also throw the ball 30 miles an hour at a 10 pin
With ease.
and make it sound like a freaking shotgun going off.
I'm about to say my spare ball averages is like 22 miles an hour.
Mine's right around
My
20.
spare shots.
And that is, per my family gene, slow for a spare shot because I have McCune in my family tree.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah,
Fair play.
my 20 is slow for my family.
Yeah, that's fair. Ethan Fior. Dude, that kid is going to be a problem
Yeah.
for years to come.
I mean, he showed absolutely no fear when he was going against Tackett.
Not at all. Dude, he's like the American. He's like the American version of Jesper.
Yeah. Who's the other
I
Finnish
think,
guy? Tevanainen or whatever his name is. He's supposed to be a blast.
Plus, I was shocked. I saw a couple of videos of Fior from this past tournament, and he's not doing his 3-step anymore. He's actually doing I can't remember if it was a 4 or a 5, but he's doing like a full approach now.
Interesting.
I think Ryan Barnes is going to make a big move too.
It's only a matter of time for Ryan.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You don't have that kind of lineage and not win a PBA title.
Yeah, he definitely has a support system.
I'm gonna say two more guys that are really fun is Spencer Robarge and Bonta.
Spencer's a good time. Spencer's funny.
I had the unfortunate privilege of bowling against him at one of the McKendree tournaments, and dude, he throws it sick. When his ball hits the pins. When his ball hits the pins, it's ridiculous.
I bowled against him at the Southside Doubles in Shrewsbury, and we were on the burn, and he was literally lofting it probably 20 feet just to keep it to hold pocket.
Jeez. Bonta's a little more like to himself, but once you get him talking, he'll talk.
And another guy that I can't wait to bowl with, I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet, is Boog. Boog seems like he would be an absolute blast.
Dude. Eminelli seems chill.
Although Boog is the king of going Brooklyn, so I'd be giving him a hard time every single time he crossed over to my side.
Bro. Big Boog as a doubles partner.
Speaking of Boog, he was actually in our chat. What?
Yeah. I think he was in here for Mars, maybe?
Yeah,
Possibly, I think. Yeah.
Mars is a good bowler too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch him in person.
One
when
of
they
my
came and bowled the
favorites.
St. Charles Open.
Yeah. One of my favorite TikTokers is that Morgan Kramer. She is good.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that. She is going to take women's bowling by storm.
Yeah. Literally by storm.
Unintended.
Yeah.
And she knows how to produce her videos to get views too, man.
Well, she had Hayden shared her live to me, not the last one, the one before. She had 30,000 people scrolling through it. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, Tater, not just a female bowler, a female two-hander.
Morgan Kramer. She's out of Alabama, I think. She's good. I think she's had, I think, 4 300s already this year. 870 series, 880 series, or something like that.
Yeah.
So just chalk her up to an honor score a month.
No shit.
Literally.
And she knows the game very well. She can break it down for you. I mean, she's good.
Ooh, excuse me.
I think she's going on tour this year too, isn't she?
Last I heard, she was going to be bowling a couple of events.
Yeah.
And once she gets her name out there, good luck.
She always shares ideals with Hayden for layouts and stuff. I think that's his TikTok crush.
I could see that.
Speaking of layouts, what's your guys' like go-to layout for a lot of your equipment?
Whatever's on my ball.
Fair.
I have an entire book of layouts for what ball and what kind of ball motion I'm looking for. But my go-to ASIM layout is going to be what was it? 35 by 5 1/4 by 45.
I'm gonna say I keep mine all the same. I think AI is like 55 by 4.5 by 35. So nothing too crazy, but
my Craze Tour Solid has 50 by 5 by 35.
See, I've only been bowling a couple years, so I don't really have all that figured out yet. I just now, last 6 months, got my pitches fixed.
dude, I went through like 3 or 4 different pitch changes in like size like changes before I finally got my stuff dialed in.
Well, I
Well,
went to
that's
Joel out in Terre Haute, and he fixed my pitches in the first try. I mean, that man's good. I'll give him that.
hey, way to be, Tip. Good shooting, bud.
What'd you throw? What ball?
The alert.
I like watching typical bowl. He's pretty good.
There's a reason why that ball was back ordered for so long. How many people were ordering that dadgum ball?
You say that gum.
Yeah, that dadgum ball.
I love it.
Stupid thing.
Darn
I haven't
Tip.
heard that. My grandma, she was from Tennessee, and that's how she would talk. That gummit.
I don't know. That can't be as bad as So I work in a hospital, and I was pulling blood on this patient. I got done with him. He was like 92, and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh," he goes like, "Bless your heart and all the work you do." I walk back out. I look at the person that's training me, and I go, "He told me to bless my heart." And she goes, "You know what he said, right?" I said, "I'm from the Midwest."
Go
Yes, I know what he
yourself.
said.
Yeah, that is
I
Southern
just
for go yourself.
Well, bless your little heart there, buddy.
I turned around and I'm like, yep, right back at you, buddy.
Kind of like the California hello.
Yeah.
Every time I leave a 10 pin,
Cement pond.
every time I leave a 10 pin, I tell them, go bless your heart. 10 pin, 8 pin, 9
Yeah,
pin, you name it, probably tell it. Probably say it.
I'm more of a visual guy, so when that happens, it's
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, college coaches don't take that too well. Kid learned that the hard way. Made him do a wall
Oh
sit
yeah,
for 5 minutes.
ooh.
wall sit for
I'd
5 minutes.
say,
I'm 40 some years old and can do them for 20 minutes.
yeah, to say that kid never did that again.
Yeah, my wrestling coach, man. Anytime you screwed up, that was the automatic first thing you would do. They put you on the bike for at least 15 minutes, and then they make you do wall sits for another 10.
He's like, you can either
See,
do 25 push-ups, a wall sit for 4 minutes, or do burpees until I say stop. He typically made us like do like 15 or 20, and he's like, I'll take the wall sits.
I was gonna say
see,
we
I
had a
agree with
baseball
that though.
coach. We had a baseball coach that would make us do a 3-minute wall sit followed by 90-foot sprints immediately after. So your legs are toast, and then you got to go run.
As a catcher, I hated that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's hard on your knees. But I agree with that type of coaching because it is a privilege there. You are representing the university and you should have class and uphold yourself at a higher level. I mean, I totally agree with that. And I think that's what we lack as a civilization anymore is moral ground and accountability.
I also feel that's why a lot of people are scared to join leagues or whatever, is because you have those people that throw chamois, kick ball returns. You
Yeah.
know, they're like, I don't know if I want to be on a team with that guy.
Well, I don't do that, but I will. I will definitely tell pins to go f themselves.
I mean, I'll do that like under my breath or something like that, or like in my head, I'll be like, really? Come on. But I literally watched a
Oh
guy
no.
kick a hole in a ball return because he
Yeah,
left a wrap 10 after going like front seven. And I'm like, dude, it's game one. What are we doing?
yeah. I honestly, I don't mind people getting ticked off, but just don't abuse the equipment because you break that equipment, then you ruined it for everybody.
Or they punch
I was gonna say I've
The
the
computer monitor.
plastic computer monitor, and then it's like all
yeah.
jacked up.
Yeah, ours
Like,
all
seriously?
wobble. Yeah, ours
Mm-hmm.
all wobble.
Mm-hmm.
You just touch it, the
I
whole
was
thing
gonna say
tilts.
I've had somebody tell me from like 3 or 4 pairs away that they've heard me say colorful things to the pins when something didn't fall.
I
I mean,
was
I'm
the same
definitely.
way. Like ooh, I was not the best. My mental game was terrible. But I got to college, and boy, did that change quickly.
I mean, I'm definitely mindful of my surroundings. I know if there's little kids, which typically there's not too many little kids in our leagues because they're so late. But I know if there's kids around, I keep it, you know, on the DL.
But
If
that's
I had
also,
Same,
I
I
bro.
guess,
had a guy I was practicing, and I had like the front five, and I was just zoned in, and then I like came out of that zone for like a split second. He goes, "Man, he's gonna shoot 300," and I'm like, "I didn't
oh,
hear that. I didn't hear that. I heard nothing." Proceeded to go big four the next shot.
yep, always happens.
To
Hayden
say I
bowled a
grabbed a handful of that one,
Hayden bowled a
yeah.
279 Wednesday night, and the guy that bowled before him would stop and talk to him right before every frame, and he goes, "Man, you're going to get that 300." Second throw in the 10th frame, 9.
See, now that if that was where if I was Hayden, I would have slapped the taste out of that dude's mouth.
Yeah, I don't understand why people don't understand that's like a written rule. Don't go up and say you're going to get it, and don't come up to somebody and say, "Have you ever thrown a 300 before?" That's like the two things you don't say to somebody that's on. Leave them alone. Leave them
I turn
be.
around and say, "Yes, I have 3 unsanctioned. Go away."
As soon as he missed it, he pulled it left. As soon as he missed it, I was like, "Oh, there, that was Chad's fault."
Yeah,
Hayden
But yeah,
sits
I
Yeah,
guess
down
the
with
that
his
is
automatic
hands
how.
over his
takes.
head, and he goes, "If he would just quit talking to me about it."
100%.
No, I released that ball, and I put my hands behind my back immediately, and I'm like, "Oh, don't blow up on this guy. Don't do it." And this was after I struck out from the 6th frame on that last game. So I was
Yeah, well,
dialed.
at least you got a tweener out of it.
Dude, I've shot so many of those 300s like that. I did that in league last week because I finished with the back 8, and then I go front 8.
Yeah,
Yep, there's a
I do
tweener.
that so many times.
and
I've
there,
done it
dude.
like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Gets to the 10th frame
And
working on a 300
my
and
old
then
man super,
gets hit.
my old man's so superstitious. I had like the back 7 and like the front 3 in the next game, and I'm like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. And my dad's like, you never go to the bathroom when you're on a tweener. I'm like, Dad, I've had like 10 of them. I don't care anymore.
True. Also, DP, I agree with that. I just tell everyone, I'm like, why are y'all quiet? Just continue what you're doing.
Yeah, that's 100% why I wear headphones. I can't stand number one if I'm on a run, just don't talk to me. I put my headphones on. I will walk away from people. Just let me be. And then if I get in the 10th frame, I put my headphones on for that reason.
Yeah, tip. I basically put like blinders on. Like my hat, I just like anywhere from here up, I cannot see. I will not look up. I will not do anything if I'm on that kind of a run. No way.
See, now, when I do it, I break it down into threes. I break it down into thirds. So I'll 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 go the front 3. I'm like, all right, third of the way there. Then I
I
get
break
to the
it down by
6th.
6.
Yeah,
I break it to
get to the
6.
6th. It's like, all right, halfway home. Then I get through the ninth, and right before I step up to the 10th, I give it the old Billy Chapel line from For Love of the Game. All right, 3 more, like I've done a million times before.
I'm gonna say on my last one, I said get to 6. Said all right, new game. You just went back 6, fresh start. Then I get to the 10th. I'm like, all right, close it out. Close it out like you did in high school and in college. Go to work.
Yep. It's just like, okay, nothing new here. Just 3 more strikes. Close out your 10th frame like you've done a million times.
And when you get on those runs, your pre-shot routine is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Crucial. I tell myself, take an extra, like, after every shot, like, from the 6th frame on, take an additional 1 to 2 seconds. Because
Yeah, last breath.
I tell this to the middle schoolers and some of the high schoolers. I'm like, when you get on that kind of a run, your natural tendency, because you got that adrenaline going,
You
is to
rush
go
it.
quicker.
Is to speed
Yeah.
up. Yep.
Go quicker. So I say, take a deep breath, slow everything down. When you're on that run, even on your shot, tell yourself you're gonna go slow.
Yeah, and honestly, even like if I get into the 10th and I need those last 3, I don't care if I'm going for it. I will tell the person next to me, go, go.
Mhm.
I'm going to take my time. So you don't need to wait for me. Just keep bowling.
Because I hate whenever they just step off and then they don't throw a shot. Like if I'm in the 10th, continue to throw your shot.
Yeah, the same.
Because clearly we have a pace set. Let
Yep.
me stick to my pace.
Right, exactly. Same exact
Yep.
way I am. Like just go because I'm not going to go.
Don't change the pace of play because someone's on a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once I get past the 6th frame, I do the exact same thing you were talking about, and I'll add a deep breath before the rest of my pre-shot routine.
Mm-hmm. I've even
So
had
that
I'll
gives me
either-
that other second or two to collect myself before I go through everything.
And my hands are naturally stupid sweaty, so I'll even like flick my rosin bag in my hand a couple extra
Watch the
seconds.
pad.
Hold my hand over the fan a couple extra seconds, just like that. Even in tight situations.
All right.
I've had teammates tell me, "Don't bowl. He's going for 300." I'm like, believe me, that I have plenty of time. He doesn't care about me.
Yeah.
I am the furthest thing from that dude's mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trust me, if I wanted you to stop, I'd tell you to stop. Don't stop. Don't get quiet. Just keep everything the same.
No, the only time that I got legitimately mad at somebody was when I got jumped on the second ball in my 10th frame. That pissed me off.
You know, I had a
I was 3/4 of the way through my pre-shot routine. I'm standing there. I'm getting ready to move my foot for my first shot, and the dude screams through my peripherals to throw a shot. I'm like, you motherfucker.
I had that happen on my 7th frame. Lucky enough, I had a messenger 10 on it, but ooh, I turned around and gave that guy the business.
Oh no, I had to literally put the ball on the rack. Now, I may have done it a little louder than normal and go through my entire pre-shot routine all over again.
Nope. I throw my shot, reset, mentally reset, visually reset, and just go. I'm just not good enough to strike that many in a row.
You'll get there. Just keep working.
I'm gonna say I got lucky because on one of them, well, 2 of them. So I shot 2 of them in the span of a week and a half, and one of them was at my home house, and I threw another one at St. Clair. And I got done throwing that second one at St. Clair, and I turned around and I tell the guys, I'm like, that's my second one in a week and a half. And they're like, huh? Yeah, I threw another one before I came back. So,
Well, and that was the one thing about about the way I function that kind of drives me nuts. I have really, really good peripheral vision. So like the
Same.
slightest movement in my peripheral, I'll catch it. And then it's like, well, son of a bitch.
I just got good at tuning all that peripheral stuff out. Because with college bowling, you'll see people come up whenever they're celebrating or striking or whatever, and they do like a little fist pump on the lane or whatever after a strike or whatever. And
Oh
I
yeah.
just kind of got used to tuning all that out. And I bowl next to
No,
parties and all that other stuff all the time. So they're like, "Do you mind if you're next to a party?" I'm like, "No, I care less."
the, at the line it doesn't bother me. It's when it's right before I start my first step is when I usually catch it and it throws me off.
Yeah, I I just kind of got used to zoning all of that stuff out or
Yeah,
tuning all of that out.
I
when I
think
start
that
my setup, I will look for my mark. I will get the ball in my hand set, and I will look at the ball, and that's basically when I basically tunnel vision, and then I can look up, and I don't see anything that's left or right of me. I could care less. All I'm seeing is basically my break point, and that's where I'm going.
I think
DP,
Baker's
you got
game.
one thing that I don't. That's for sure.
I was to say the 800 is harder than the 300.
True.
I'll get that 292. Let me know how that goes. You get that 292. You better put that up on a placard.
Yeah.
That is legitimately the hardest
Hardest,
score to achieve
absolutely
in
hardest,
bowling.
absolutely the hardest.
Front 11, two off the right.
Yep.
Let me practice my 10 pin real quick on a front 11.
Well, I just want to see what it does.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown one of these all day. Let's just make sure we still have our eyes lined up right. Boink.
Yeah. All right, we're still lined up. We're good. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
Right.
So, Steve, I have to ask you. It's starting a trend. A 10 pin or a 7 pin's called Steve. How you liking that?
Oh, I laugh at it because, like I said, I tend to leave more 10 pins than I do 7 pins. So when they call it 10 pin the Steve, I'm like, yep, that's
That
pretty
would be
accurate.
that would be one heck of an 892 series. 898 series.
Oh, dude. Oh, no.
So, how'd you shoot that? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I got
Spare
my first
practice.
300. Then I got my second 300. And then I thought, you know what? Let's go for the hardest score in bowling.
I got bored.
I had to prove that I wasn't a robot.
Just let me
Smiley,
see if
I
I can
am
pick
human.
this 6-9. Let me just see if I can pick this 6-9 clean out of this rack real quick.
My league house, it is very common. And anytime someone throws 100, you'll see them throw like a 130 or a 150. The very next game, just completely tank. One of the guys on my team, he threw on what was that, a Thursday night, one of the nights I don't throw, and he started off with like a 150. He's a really good bowler, and then he threw like a 172, and he went into the third game, picked up a different ball, threw a strike, and he was like, it was good, but I didn't really love the motion of it. Went back to his other ball that he was throwing, and then proceeded to throw a 300 game like it was nothing. Like I was like, dude, you just threatened that ball. You picked up another ball. Your ball got pissed, and then it worked for the rest of the night. Like it happens.
I mean, I've done that several times.
That happened to
where
one of my. You're good, Steve.
I've done that several times. I've looked at a ball, it's gone high twice. I'm like, look, you do this one more time, you're going in the bag.
Oh, I talk to my balls all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll say it.
And then
Pickle's got issues.
on
As long as you ain't
Tuesday,
sniffing them, I guess we're okay.
on Tuesday, the judgment left a pocket 710. I picked it right up off the rack, put it in the bag, and said, "You think about what you just did."
Carson, I can't remember yesterday. I can't remember last week, bro.
that happened to one of my teammates. We were at a tournament in Springfield. Dude goes 110 first game. Coach pulls him aside and he goes, I don't know what the heck happened to you. You were nails all week during practice, but you need to get it figured out. Shoots 300 the next game, proceeds to shoot a buck 15 third game.
Yeah.
And now,
One,
why is it every time that you start practice and you're fire, your lights out, strike, 95% of the time that first ball is going to be garbage.
that was me last
yeah.
week at league.
You're not going to hit the broadside of a barn once the lights come on.
Dude, it's so frustrating because I don't even like if I get a strike on the first throw at practice, I'm going to start throwing at 10 pins. I absolutely was like, nope, I'm good. I'll wait till about the last 2 minutes, then I'll start throwing it at the pocket again.
I was going to say,
Missed
I've
the
done
cut
that
by
several
4.
times.
That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know what, Carson? I think you may be right about that. I do remember we were talking about high school and the circuit a couple weeks ago. I just can't remember all the names.
But yeah, it usually goes like if I throw my very first shot in practice and it strikes, I'll look at my team and go, well, I'm screwed.
Yeah, right. Same.
So, you know,
I just get annoyed because as soon as we start bowling or whatever, that spot that I was throwing at evaporates. Ball goes to the beak
Goes
every
away.
time.
Yeah,
Every
gets
time.
burned up.
I figured out how to counter that. So, get a ball that you're not going to throw. Throw it in practice. And you know how your ball moves compared to that ball. You can make your adjustments when the game starts. But just throw it up 5, throw it up 10, throw it up 15, then throw a couple normal shots with it, then go sit down. You're just looking for the reaction that how your ball would react that you would normally use.
I mean, I do that at nationals. I'll throw my spare ball up 17 just to try to deposit some of the oil from the fronts down to the head pin so I can have some hold.
Carson, I bowled for Alton High School in Southern Illinois, and then I spent the last 2 years at McKendree University.
So I found a use for that gritty assault. So I pull it out and I throw it during practice. I mean, it's a pearl, but it's still kind of solid, solid a little bit. So
Right.
So you kind of burn a little bit of line at the same time, and depending on how it reacts, you can go pearl or you can go solid when you pull your first ball out.
Makes sense.
If it's sliding too much, go with a little solid. If it's overhooking for what it's capable of doing, you just switch to a pearl. That's how I've been doing it. But what works for me doesn't work for everybody else.
I also watch pretty much everyone else's throwing. If I see everyone else throwing a certain line, I will make sure that I'm not throwing that same line because I know the transition is going to be so quick that it's not going to be worth it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. I'm wore out too there, Mr. Steve.
I was going to say, I wouldn't mind closing her up about a half hour earlier tonight, boys. If y'all don't mind.
No, you're good, brother.
No, you're all good.
I still gotta go out and mess with that chicken coop again.
That being said, let's give us some closing thoughts. I know you said you're taking a year off, possibly going back, finding a new place to bowl. What are bowling plans after your college eligibility's up?
Not sure. I thought about joining tour, thought about doing a couple things. Not 100% sure yet. Either I'll be a house hack or I might go bowl a couple regionals or go do a couple things here and there, but we'll see.
I was going to say, actually, what I would suggest for you, do what Michael Holloman does. Don't go to the tour, but go to those big money tournaments that are around your area. Michael Holloman makes more money that way than he ever did bowling on tour.
Hmm.
Like Carson says, you also got coaching options too.
Yeah, I help out with a lot of the middle school and high school guys around this area. So, because again, I mean, I've seen two handers, I've seen one handers. I'm a high rev, high ball speed guy. I can play up the boards, I can swing the whole lane. My brother's two handed. I've coached him a little bit, so
But yeah, we definitely appreciate you taking the time with us. We'll definitely need to get you back on at a later date, get an update, especially if you decide
absolutely.
what your where you're going to wind up making your next collegiate home if it's not back at McKendree.
It might be, but we'll see. Never know.
All right, Cobes, you got any closing remarks for us this week, bud?
Well, Mr. Pickles, I'm sorry you feel sour today. I hope you feel better.
I'll be all right. I got league tomorrow night. I'll bounce back. Got league tomorrow and Monday.
We'll say, down yourself about a gallon of emergency, you'll be fine.
He's already got it, bro. Pulls out his whole medicine cabinet. It's right here.
Well played, good sir.
I appreciate everybody coming in. Like I said, link for Discord is in my bio if you all want to join in that. It's another way we all can connect, maybe share tips, layouts, based on ball brands. My only thing is be respectful. I'm not going to sit there and let people bash each other. For you swag guys, since we collectively set out to get you guys a goal, I did set up a swag only section for you guys. So
Sweet.
any swag people come in, we can just ship them down into there. That way you guys can keep your stuff a little bit separate from everybody else if you want to.
That works.
I do appreciate everybody, and it's been amazing. We're probably getting close to a year now, so I mean, I've seen a lot of growth. I mean, it's truly humbling. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I would say April. I think the second week of April was our very first episode, maybe the third. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we just want to keep helping the bowling community grow and support each other and be respectful of each other and just keep doing what we're doing.
And I'll go ahead and answer Carson's question here.
Yeah.
Swag is obviously a bowling ball manufacturer. They open up staff applications at the end of every year for the following year. If you're seriously considering trying to get on staff, I highly, highly, highly recommend grabbing yourself a rock or two just to see if it's going to match up with you. Because if you try to put an application in and have never thrown a swag piece before, it's almost an automatic decline.
Yeah, honestly, any brand that you really want to get involved with, pick up the gear and put out the content, man. Show what the ball can do. Show what you like about it. All that stuff will help you. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate, again, I'm going to reflect what Cobra said. Appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. Our gifters, our likers, our followers. We appreciate you. Don't get too fast to join into the Discord. Let the hosts join it first. And we will see y'all next week. Until then, they just went through a significant rebrand in 2025. They were from California Bowling with Lordsfield. They branched off, rebranded, and now we're doing our own thing. But there will never be a last time, so until the next time, we're out of here.
You guys, thanks again.
See ya.